Being alone is not always a curse. In fact, it is often a sign of wisdom that most people fail to recognize. True solitude is not loneliness. It is clarity, freedom, and self-mastery. Yet so many people confuse being alone with being abandoned or unloved, when in reality, solitude is one of life's greatest teachers. It strips away distractions, forces reflection, and opens the door to understanding your own mind in ways that company rarely can. The first reason men and women are alone is simple. They refuse to settle for less than they deserve. Ancient philosophers recognized this principle. Confucius said, "Choose a job you love, and you will never have to work a day in your life." Similarly, in relationships, if you compromise your values or settle for someone who diminishes your growth, happiness will always remain just out of reach. Solitude is the reward of patience, of knowing your worth, and refusing to exchange your peace for temporary comfort. People who rush into connections, jobs, or commitments without discernment often pay a hidden price, a lifetime of small regrets that accumulate silently. Lao Tzu said, "He who knows others is clever. He who knows himself is enlightened." Most people fill their lives with distractions, noise, and constant company to avoid facing themselves. Solitude forces reflection. It forces awareness. Awareness, though uncomfortable at first, becomes the foundation of wisdom. It is in the quiet moments, when no one is watching, that you truly confront your strengths, your weaknesses, and the desires that drive you. To avoid solitude is to avoid self-discovery, and without self-knowledge, life's decisions remain reactive rather than intentional. Sun Tzu, the master strategist, reminded us, "Opportunities multiply as they are seized." Yet in relationships, knowledge multiplies as you learn to discern who truly belongs in your life. Being alone is often the result of refusing to allow toxic, superficial, or draining people into your world. The truly wise will stand alone rather than compromise their peace or values. Imagine a person who consistently seeks approval from everyone. They scatter their energy, dilute their focus, and invite conflict. Solitude allows you to choose carefully, to engage with quality rather than quantity. Another reason for solitude: if you cannot stand yourself, no one else can stand you. The individual who neglects self-awareness and self-respect constantly seeks validation outside. Conversely, those who cultivate self-respect are naturally selective. Solitude becomes a reflection of internal strength. It is a natural consequence of valuing your own growth, priorities, and standards above the fleeting desires or opinions of others. Here is a truth many learn too late. Do not waste your time on people who do not respect your journey. Life is too short for empty conversations, shallow friendships, or meaningless arguments. Wisdom teaches that being alone is far preferable to being surrounded by chaos, negativity, or distraction. Those who recognize this early can focus their energy on personal development, mastery, and relationships that truly align with their values. Ancient philosophers emphasized the importance of self-mastery. A man who conquers himself is greater than one who conquers a city. Solitude allows you to conquer your thoughts, your fears, and your desires. It provides the space to act intentionally rather than react impulsively. Many fail to see that the strength developed in solitude later manifests as confidence, resilience, and clarity in every social, professional, and personal interaction. Another crucial lesson: he who fears being alone fears his own strength. Many avoid solitude because it exposes insecurities, doubts, and fears. But those who embrace it discover their true potential. Solitude gives freedom. The freedom to think deeply, plan thoroughly, and cultivate habits that elevate life beyond mediocrity. Every great leader, thinker, and innovator has spent periods alone to refine their vision and strengthen their resolve. And remember this: happiness does not come from others. It comes from understanding and mastering yourself. If your contentment relies on another person, it is always conditional. Solitude teaches independence, resilience, and emotional strength that cannot be borrowed or bought. It allows you to define success on your terms, rather than living according to external expectations. In moments of solitude, the mind gains clarity, the heart gains peace, the spirit gains direction. Here's a subtle but profound secret. The right people appear when you are ready, not when you are lonely. Solitude is not a punishment. It is preparation. It clears space in your life for relationships, opportunities, and experiences that deserve your attention. Those who rush into connection, seeking to fill emptiness, often attract people or situations that hinder growth. Waiting, reflecting, and growing alone ensures that when the right moment and right person arrive, you meet them as a complete, whole, and grounded individual. Solitude also cultivates creativity. When alone, the mind is free to explore ideas, reflect deeply, and innovate without judgment or distraction. History's greatest thinkers, from Newton to Einstein, spent long periods in isolation, not because they were rejected, but because solitude gave them the mental clarity to create revolutionary ideas. Imagine what your mind can accomplish if you remove noise, distraction, and the pressure to conform. Solitude is the incubator of genius. If you want to see more lessons like these and discover wisdom that will transform your life, subscribe to the channel now. Each video is designed to help you grow stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled, even in solitude. These teachings aren't just philosophical, they are actionable. They guide your decisions, shape your habits, and create the mindset that enables lasting success. Finally, remember Lao Tzu's words. A good traveler has no fixed plans and is not intent on arriving. Being alone is not the end. It is a journey where you learn to trust yourself, respect your boundaries, and create a life aligned with your purpose. It is a life of intentionality, focus, and empowerment. Those who fear solitude fear growth. Those who embrace it flourish in ways that social distractions can never provide. Take these lessons seriously. Cherish your solitude. Use it to think, to learn, and to become the person who no one can influence without your consent. Use this time to set goals, reflect on your values, and build habits that will guide you for decades. Because when you master being alone, you master life itself. And mastering life begins with quiet, deliberate self-reflection and consistent, intentional action.